A warm welcome to Raga Malika. This is your bouquet of ragas playing traditional and folk tunes from the Indian subcontinent. My name is Kavita. Today I'm joined with some lovely girls and ladies. Vedic Mathematics is the name of the program, and Shruti's here with some more interesting guests. I'll introduce them in a few minutes. Hold on. Morning, Shruti.
Good morning, Kavita.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. So, Shruti, why don't you first introduce yourself? Tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, how you came to Luxembourg, and then, of course, our topic for the day. What is Vedic Maths all about?
Okay. Good morning, lovely listeners. I'm Shruti Tulsian. I'm from India, basically. And it's been 12 years. I'm tailing my husband from India to US from London, and finally in Luxembourg from past 4.5 years, along with my 2 daughters in between from US joining us. So yeah, it's been a global traveling going with me. But throughout these years, I was planning to do a lot of things, mainly for the children or for the society, but never could do it or never found those resources to stay back at a single place and explore around. But yes, finally Luxembourg was the place where I could pursue what I really wanted to do from a long time for the children, for the society, with internal happiness for myself.
Sounds good. So that brings us to the topic. So, I'm curious to know, what is Vedic Mathematics and how did you get introduced to this?
Okay, so Vedic mathematics are mainly the compilations of 16 word formulas which are coming from the Indian scriptures called Vedas, basically from Atharva Veda. These formulas have been rediscovered by a Hindu priest named Bharti Krishna Tirthaji Maharaj, who has meditated, contemplated, and came out with word formulas which are easy to understand, easy to apply, and easy to remember. So they solve tough problems where the numbers are bigger, which tend to make mistakes or a fear and thing. So these formulas, if applied, they ease this burden out from the shoulders of the students and adults.
And to be honest, maths, I think it can be tough. So for some kids, right? For all of us.
I think, Kavita, this is not the subject which is tough. Yeah. It is a methodology sometimes which is difficult for one but easy for the other one.
Yeah.
So I think we should work with the method, not the maths should not take the burden of being hated.
Yeah, that's true. So it's basically to take that aversion away that it can be difficult, right? It's making numbers more fun. Accessible?
Because the current maths, I think, lacks flexibility. There's no creativity. They are fixed, rigid rules which you have to follow. Like other subjects, they are flexible, they have creativity. So that becomes a ease, but maths being restrictive in that scene.
So, Shruti, tell us, how do you teach this? What are the concepts?
The mode of teaching is mainly online, and it starts from grade 3. I like it, ages 8 years old, till the grown-ups, till they go to the university, or the one who want to take something professional like GRE, CAT, SAT, whatever it is. Even for the professionals who want a bit number crunching in their professional spheres, whether it's a share broker or whether it's a construction business person where he needs feet and acres and those yards calculated in seconds, there also Vedic maths help. Even these days, since it's growing quite well, I have some requests from parents why not to introduce at a lower level as well?
Yeah.
Because if numbers are not introduced in a right way with the love in the beginning, that creates that barrier. Again, the math phobia thing it is. So for the younger people as well, from ages 4 to 7, I do a foundation level course where I make them friends with numbers. And then eventually that blends into Vedic maths.
Okay.
So this 4 to 7 years is mainly offline. They come to me at my place. But from 8 onwards, it is online through Skype and virtual classrooms.
Right. And how do you, it's a global concept, right?
Yes, it is.
And how you brought that to Luxembourg?
In Luxembourg, basically, I have opened a ASBL, like Vedic Maths Luxembourg, where I have group of teachers all over the world. So that, the students and the teacher, they both get connected. And the students here need not to wait or they have to step out from their home.
Okay.
At their own comfort zone, they can log in and somebody is always there. If they are connected all over the world, the teachers, a student can always get connected the moment he wants.
Okay, so for the younger groups, it's good to do it face to face, and
Yes,
then once they
yes.
reach a certain age, of course, then they can,
Yeah, because the comfort and the ease they need it. Because stepping out of home, the kids are very busy here.
yeah.
So they can just, utilize the 1 hour sitting their home at their own comfort and just study.
Okay, that's interesting. It's also time to introduce my young guests today. I hope they're ready with their introductions. Let me switch the mic on first. Hang on. Right, I've got two young ladies here, Dhriti and Beatrix. And I'm going to say hello to Dhriti first. Morning, Dhriti.
Morning, Kavita.
How are you?
Good.
Good? You ready?
Yeah.
So tell me, first introduce yourself. Tell me how your name, how old you are, where you go to school
I'm Shruti. I'm 9 years old. I go to the European school in Luxembourg.
Okay. And your friend, Beatrix? Morning.
Morning. I'm Beatrix, and I'm from the European school. I'm 9 years old.
And your classmates? You in the same class?
Yeah.
Yes?
European school.
Your best friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Right. So let me ask you. So Dhriti, do you learn Vedic mathematics?
Yes, I learned Vedic mathematics.
And how do you find it?
I find it more fun, easier, and more quicker than school maths.
Is it? Is it interesting? Is it fun?
Yes, it's very fun.
Is it because mom is teaching you?
Yes, also.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And Beatrix, do you also learn Vedic mathematics?
Yes, I'm with Shruti, and I find it very easy. For example, if you're struggling on something, you use that method.
Really? So you do these great multiplications and addition of big numbers?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. I'm not going to test you online. Don't worry. Mom was looking a bit concerned, but I'm not going to do that. So tell me, what do you do? So do you learn this after school? Do you just do it for fun?
Well, what I do is, for free time, I ask, Mom, I'm struggling on this at school. Can you please teach me this on Vedic maths? She's like, yep, sure. And she just teaches me, goes through them very easily.
Okay. So she sits down with you. She tells you how to do it, right? And she helps applies. There's some tricks. I mean, I had a little look at it. I had a sneak peek, went online and said, you have some particular tricks for multiplying with all these big numbers, right?
We have lots of tricks.
Lots of tricks, isn't it? I found it very interesting. So tell me one trick that you like.
Well, it's in the 11 times table. For example, you're multiplying 54 times 11.
Yeah?
You don't need to do it in 3 steps. You can just finish it in one single line.
Really? Mm-hmm. You want to talk about it?
Okay.
Okay, tell me quickly. One trick for the listeners.
We split the numbers in half.
Yeah.
Like 5 on one side, 4 on the other side, and add the gap in the middle.
Yeah.
You make the plus of the two numbers, left and right. So 5 plus 4 is 9. So the answer of 54 times 11 is 594.
Wow. Is as simple as that?
Yeah.
Really? Wow, that's amazing. And Beatrix, a trick, one of your favorite tricks?
They're not really one of my favorites, or they might be, but it's the same as 3D. But for example, if you say 59, you add 5 and 9. But if it's 14, you add the 1, and it's 649.
Wow, it's as simple as that. Really?
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm really interested in this thing. Yeah. So I think I'm going to sign up to Shruti's lessons and learn a few tricks. Right? Maybe some for bigger numbers. How about that?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I should try some bigger numbers, right? Okay, good. So I see that you girls enjoy mathematics. Do you like numbers generally?
Yes.
Did you like maths before? Have you always liked maths?
I've always liked maths.
Really? So this is just, doing it as easy as you can, right?
Yeah.
And yourself?
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying this conversation, so I'm glad you are too. And which brings me to, a question I want to ask Shruti is what really led her to the subject? What brought her to it? And I'd like to hear what led you to this Vedic mathematics interest.
The interest is basically a long story, Kavita. It's like during my academic years, I was never very good with numbers. it used to be like some years I used to score 80 without any difficulty, and other years I used to beg my fortune to get me even the pass marks, the benchmarks. And this has continued quite throughout my academic years. And for that reason, I couldn't pick up science, being good in biology and other things. And just grew up with that. And now when I became a mother, I didn't wanted that to come into my girl at all. I was always scared that my kid should good be in maths, I can do anything for that. But last year I found that Dhriti started showing some genes. She was like, were you good in maths, mommy? Were you good in maths? This is getting bored. And she was quite reluctant to practice. And there I started searching on something that the numbers can be fun and interesting for her. There shouldn't be any struggle in practice. So I started learning myself. I did 1 year, I just studying myself from various modes. And then I started teaching her 8 months back. And she was getting on positive with that. And once she was getting positive, I got the confidence back, which I never had in my life. I saw her responding very positive. I thought, why to keep this with us? Why not spread it all over to all the different kids? Because there are large number of kids and adults who are struggling. And very proudly they said, I hate maths. I just don't like it. So I thought, why not take this attitude from them and eradicate this math phobia entirely, globally?
Sounds good. And I think Luxembourg's a good place to start, right?
Yeah, because I live in this country and I feel it responsible, the place I am, I should start working there. So that's why I opened my own, Vedic Maths Luxembourg, where we teach Vedic mathematics. The one I can cater, I teach. That's why even I have joined hands with a lot of teachers worldwide, so that if there is a big need, that need should be catered. It's not that there are no teachers to help them out and they know that it is good for them, but still it is not reachable to them. So we need a big group to cater this need. So there it is.
Wonderful initiative, Shruti. I think just leading from a personal example to go through and spread this message, around to the community and, a wider audience. I think it's an excellent initiative from yourself. And how do people get in touch if they want to know more?
Yeah, I have a website, vedicmaths.eu. They can log in the website. They can have a glimpse how it is all about. They can call me on my cell phone, which is 661-824-574. Or they can email me, contact@vedicmathslux.org. So these are the three ways. And even I have my FB page at Vedic Maths Lux. So they can get in touch with me, we can chat, and what is the particular need. If the child is struggling, we can help him love maths. The one who are really good, they should go for Olympiads, they should take more challenges, they should excel,
Yeah.
It's just not about staying in the school level and doing at 18% in what they are, but they can take it more like a serious career with maths.
Absolutely. So wonderful initiative. I'm going to ask Shruti, just remember, get your smartphones, pens, whatever you use to note down all this. So I'm going to ask Shruti to repeat once more her contact details. So if you have, if you want to get your kids to love maths, you want to just learn about what this interesting topic is about, you can connect with Shruti. Also for the kids out there, if you want to learn some, wonderful tricks that Dhriti and Beatrice shared, go ahead. Contact details?
Yeah, the website is vedicmaths.eu. The email ID is contact@vedicmathslux.org. At Facebook page, I can be at Vedic Maths Lux, or they can call me at 661-824-574.
Wonderful. And I want to say a big thank you to Shruti, Dhriti and Beatrice for coming here and, sharing their lovely thoughts and experience. I think it's a wonderful experience, wonderful thought that, or initiative to spread this around not only Luxembourg, but it's available globally as the child progresses over the years. And I also have an interesting, I got a couple of messages. Rehana from Luxembourg says, very interesting show with lovely guests, and methodology is indeed key and unfortunately lacking very much. That depends mainly on the teacher. Absolutely right. And there's also a note from Silky Tulsian. She says, no more maths phobia. I got introduced to Vedic maths recently and I'm feeling confident and enjoying it, and it's interesting. So great messages coming through. I had a great time presenting this. I want to say thank you to my, my guests here.
Thank you so much for giving us a chance to share.
Hang on, let me switch on all the mics. So anything else you want to share with the listeners?
I want to say that the name of the method, like for example, split multiplication may sound hard, but when you know how to use it, it's really easy.
I'm sure. And you've just demonstrated that, right? Shruti, anything else you want to say?
I just wanted to say that everybody should learn Vedic math.
Absolutely. Wonderful thought. And we'll leave it there. But to our guests here, I want to say a very big thank you because I had a great time talking to them. And as you've got all the contact details if you want to get in touch. Thanks again for tuning in and all your comments.